Hey guys, it's your girl DNR again, and my topic today is about women being forced more to be the head of house. And in our world today, I see this is very common. A lot of women and young people, young mothers, even some men, actually, some men are actually in this situation, but I'm morally speaking about it from a woman point of view. And I'm talking from personal experience, some of this. A lot of women are forced to become head of house, not because they want to, but because the men, some of the men, not all, because I know some of you fellas are really great. You love your family. You are a determined, strong man, whether you're very spiritual or not very spiritual. But when a person is very passionate about keeping a family together or making sure that their kids don't have to experience certain things, that makes it so much easier. So I'm speaking on this topic because I see this happen so often in our society today. A lot of young people, too many broken homes are happening, and a lot of times it's because of the man. And this is a topic not to say that it's to blame all men, because you got a lot of good men out there, a lot of men who are very passionate about keeping their family. I know some of you are great husbands or great boyfriends or whatever your status, but you love your family. You are there through thick and thin. You have many problems. You're going to have problems in your household. We know that it's going to be hell and high waters at times. But when a man stick through certain issues and is so determined to use God's word, and not only that, is a fighter for his family, it makes things so much easier. And a lot of kids nowadays, they're growing up in a world that is morally, they see more of the mothers doing this type of thing. They're the mothers are the ones who are pushing to try to save the family. The men, it's like in this type of society, it's very off and on promiscuous. It's just easy to just, and if you look at a man's pattern of how his father or his father's father habit was, they find one baby mother, they go from this one, I having problems with her, so I find this one, fine. And what happened is that it's a pattern. Nobody really works through it. And that's the problem. It gets very hard to work through problems where you have a lot of deep pain and hurt. But I really want to take this moment to just also lift up all those men out there and women who are keeping their family together, who are actually pushing, praying day after night through the issues to keep your family together, because that's the problem in our society today. A lot of kids, they're not growing up seeing enough healthy homes, healthy marriages. The few that's out there right now, I thank God, because a lot of kids, you see every time on TV you hear about this breakup, this person got married for a month, they broke up next month, and it's just such a bad pattern that it paints such a bad image on marriages, on good relationships and stuff like that. So it's so sad to see men, so weak to the point where they're not pushing now. Of course, at times breakup is necessary in certain situations, but I believe that strongly that when you have children involved, you should give a relationship a good try. Don't try to avoid counseling, because that's what some of you men do. The women I see, they will want to go to the counseling. They're so bad at it, but some of the men, they don't, they feel as if, oh, it's an embarrassment to go to counseling. They feel as if that going to counseling is, that the counselor's going to say that they're crazy or they have some mental problem. And even if you do, or whatever the case is, at least you went and you gave it a good shot. You know what I mean? Especially when you got kids involved. So I strongly believe that if more men today were more head of house, meaning strong, bold, and working through their family issues, were they pretty much doing the same way, as passionate as the women are. And those type of men are the ones who are considered world changer men. These type of men are world changer men. They are bold. They are not very weak minded. They are very strong fighters. Yes, they have their falls, but they get back up and they press on for their family. And these are the type of men that I so admire. Some of you guys out there, I've seen you, and I admire what you're doing with your family. I admire the fact that you're keeping the woman by your side. You're trying to make her happy. You have your rough times, but you're trying to keep your family together. That is a beautiful thing, especially in our world today. So I had to get that off my mind because I was so encouraged by a video that I watched. And it's a very young man, and he, had a lot of problems with his family, in his relationship, and in his marriage with his wife. And he pressed through that issue, and they prayed through it. And they have a beautiful son together. He was so determined, and they went to counseling, and it's just great to see people um, flourishing and feeling more happy together, and just work through problems. Because it's just like a company, it's just like a job. You're gonna have issues, things are gonna come up, but you still gotta work around it. So I just thank God for those world changing men out there who are doing their job with their family. You ain't no weakling, boo. No, you're not no weakling. You're not easily moved. Yes, you weep in the middle of the night when she's not watching, because every man cries at some point. Whether you try to hide it or not, you are just so awesome. And I admire you. Keep doing what you're doing. God bless you. And I am praying for you guys, because nowadays the devil is really, really pushing to destroy families and men. And if he could get to the man, he knows he could get to the whole house. So I just want to send that love out to you guys. All right? So keep up the good job, and you will be seeing another video coming soon. Good night.